Hi, welcome to Vendor Payment Process course. In this section, we will learn the vendor payment process. So payment can be made to vendor either through check or through electronic fund transfer file. In case of check, the payment process is as shown in the diagram. Business process starts with receiving the vendor invoices. Once the vendor invoices are received, they are entered in SAP. Transaction code for the same is FP60 or MIRO. We will go in detail when we do the actual end-to-end testing in subsequent lectures. Once the vendor invoices are entered in SAP system, the next step is to run the payment program, F110. Payment program will identify the vendor invoices which are due for payment on the payment run date. It will generate a list of payment invoices along with the amount due. We can approve these once the invoices are approved by us. The next step will be to generate the payment media. Again, the payment media is generated by the payment program. When the payment method is check, payment program will print the checks. These checks are then couriered to the vendor. The next step in case of check payment method is to generate a positive pay file. A positive pay file is an electronic file with a list of checks along with the vendor names. This file is then sent to the bank. To send to the bank, it can be manually uploaded on the bank website, or it can be transferred to the bank through a secured file transfer protocol. Bank use the data in the file to validate the check when it is presented to them. The next payment method could be ACH or wire transfer. Both of these are mode of electronic fund transfer. Wire transfer is fast, takes around 1 day, whereas ACH takes around 2 to 3 days of time from the date of initiation. So the payment process in case of ACH wire transfer is, we receive the vendor invoice, the same invoice is entered in SAP system. We run the F110 payment program. Payment program produces a list of vendor invoices which are due for payment along with the amount. Once the invoices amount is approved, payment program produces an electronic fund transfer file. This file could be a flat file, XML file, or some other specified format. Generally, the format is a flat file. This flat file has all the details which are required for ACH or wire transfer payment to vendor. File has details about the vendor bank accounts, amount to be paid, and other details. The flat file is then sent to the bank. This flat file can be sent to the bank either manually by uploading on the bank website or through a secured file transfer protocol. Banks, once they receive the file, make a ACH or wire transfer payment to the vendor based on details in the files. Bank will also send us a confirmation of the file received and a successful transmission of payments to the vendor.